Welcome again, everybody. We're going to do another tour of another campground. We're at Knoebels Campground in Knoebels, Pennsylvania, in the town of Elysburg. If you're coming camping here, it's a nice spacious place, and it is right next to the amusement park. The campground is right off of Knoebels Boulevard in Elysburg, Pennsylvania. It's accessible through Interstate 80, right off of Route 47 and 54, just outside of Catawissa. Knoebels is named one of the #1 parks in the United States, and it is free parking and free admission into the resort. So the only time you have to pay anything is when you want to buy tickets or buy food. That's it. No fee parking and no fee for getting into the park. But come on this boxcar with me and let's go check this out. So I do want to note, there's the park right there, the actual amusement park. It's still early in the morning, so we can't go in there. But the Phoenix roller coaster is right there. Phoenix roller coaster has been rated the #1 roller coaster in the U.S. for the past 10 or so years, and also in the state of Pennsylvania. And this is the main drag heading down right here. The pool's right there, and that's heading into the other side of the park. And we're going to take a walk right up here into the park, and we're going to see how it goes from here. Enjoy, everybody. Across one of the covered bridges. This covered bridge was actually originally on West Creek in Columbia County, and it was relocated here to its present site in 1937 by Knoebels. And this is the walkway from the park into the campground. Now, Knoebels Music Resort was established in 1936. And it was started by the Knoebels family, which was originally a lumber company, and they expanded out into Knoebels Grove, which was a pretty neat little feat. And over years, they just expanded and kept building. This is your trading post right here to the left, right of us, pretty much as soon as you come over the bridge. They've got all your basic necessities and all your basic needs in there. It's a pretty nice park, actually. And then we're entering up into the campground now. And I just want to show you something. This is their other roller coaster, the Twister, which is right here. That is literally right next to the campsites. And my campsite, which I'll show you, is basically right up in here. I'm about 100 feet away from that. So during the day, it does get a little noisy. But this campground is wide and spread out. Probably won't get to walk through all of it. I'm just going to show you some of the basic amenities of the park and just walk around through the streets. Now, all their streets in this campsite are named after states, and then they have one area, it's called the Canadian Providence, and all the streets are named after the different provinces up in Canada. So right here, this is New York Avenue. So everything down in here, their numbers coincide with the state name. Like this whole street is, every side is Y and then a number. My street is off of Washington, so all of our streets are Y and a number. And this is Knoebels Boulevard. This is where you pick up off the main drag right here, coming to the park. They do have tent and RV camping here, and all they have is electric hookup. They don't have sewer, they don't have cable, and they don't have running water. But as soon as you come into the campground, there are 3 fill stations, so you can pull up and fill your fresh water tank, which is right here. There's another one up there, and there's another one up by the reservation office. So you fill up, and then you go up into the reservation office. But this is our site right here. I'll show it to you real quick. So this is not Washington, I mean this is Wisconsin Avenue. So all the sites are begin with a W. And again, they have a playground for the kids. Now, this is the only playground on site right now for the entire campground. The sites are pretty spacious. On the ground you have X and your number. You have to stay between those X's, and that's your site. But this one will be ours right here. Not long ago, my brother-in-law was here. They had left yesterday, the day before. We're leaving today. But we had both sites connected together, and we did our fires and everything we wanted to do. But it is pretty empty right here. The tent camping, which I'll show you here in a little bit. Tent camping, the tents aren't on the ground. They actually have platforms built, and the tents are on the ground, or on the platforms, which is pretty neat. You're up in the air. You don't have to worry about flooding when the rain comes. But this is Wisconsin Avenue right here. I wanted to put this section in. This is just showing from my campsite the twister and how noisy that can get when the train car is coming by on the edge of the campgrounds. So let's walk out of my campsite here and we'll go up this main road. They do have bathrooms on site, showers, so you can go take your own shower. They have laundry on site as well, and they also have a shuttle service for some of the bigger campgrounds. And I am doing this early in the morning, yes. And this will be Virginia Avenue coming up here. Morning. So once you run your water in your fill station, you come to the registration office, which is also where security sits as well. There's some more of the sites down here. But this is what you do while your registration and pick up your stuff. And also what you can do when you're finished with your camp is you can register for your sites for next year, which is what we did. We're going to try and come the same exact weekend next year. And here's all the tent sites up here. You see they're all on platforms. And they got you going right into the sun too. Yeah, there's another fill site. Morning. So getting up into these other sites, it is on a bit of a hill. You're coming up into the back road where the back gates are. And if you have an RV and you're going to dump, you have to come up this hill and leave out these gates. That's why I'm coming up here to show you this. These upper sites up here, they're all in trees. I can see with mine, we were out in the heat and the sun. That's a disadvantage for ours. The advantage, however, is we're right there at the park. Morning. So again, you come up on here, this building right here, that's your dump station. So you'll dump before you leave. So it does have everything, you just don't have the full hookup. Let's take a walk down Kentucky Avenue. They have these nice little shrubs all over the place too. Now this campground is highly sought after, so if you're gonna book early. Morning. Morning. And some of these tent campsites are pretty elaborate. A bunch of families, like the RVers, go on top of one another with other things, and they put up big carports like that so that everybody's all together. Here's one of their bathrooms. This one's right in the middle, so this is the one we'd use from the bottom. It's got the showers and bathrooms in it, everything you need. Now they do have cabins here. Just an FYI, pets are allowed at this campground. However, pets are not allowed in the cabins. And there's more at the top of there. There's another gate entrance and exit up there for your dumping. There's another section I'm going to walk through, which takes you right by the twister when we get back. Morning. This over in front of us is part of the Canadian province. We're going to go over here and visit one of my buddies real quick. His site. It's Quebec province. Quebec kind of just sits out on its own out here. Morning. And you got the Bahamas over here, and there's Bermuda. Some more open areas down there. But we're gonna go up this one. Now, as you can see, they do have some tent areas that are on the ground, but a lot of them mostly are up on stilts. And there's one of the platforms right there that's empty. And there's still more that way. This campground just goes on and on. At the beginning, you'll see in that map that I posted how big it actually is. And there's the back end of some of the cabins too. Now we're coming out of Quebec. We're going back over to my area. So as you guys can see, they do have a lot of sites here. Tent, camping, and RV. The only thing is, as mentioned, is you have to book early. They do have cottages here that people usually rent out seasonal too. There's some here in the campground, and there's others scattered out through the actual amusement park itself. And here's one right here. You can rent them seasonally. And we'll stop it here for now. So again, we're coming down into my area. No, they don't have a pool here on the campground itself, but the main Canova's Resort, which I showed you at the beginning, does have its own pool. It's a large one. It's was originally built in 1926, and it still looks like it does, like it did back in that time today. They have diving boards, slides, big swimming area for all the kiddies. And I just want to show you this. If you get this site, they have a Pioneer train that goes out into the woods. Well, that sits right there. You can catch it on this end, or the bridges that we crossed over, you can also get it up there too. Diesel. Morning. So you're pretty much right on top of the park when you want to come in here. So you're not that far away. This is the other side I wanted to show you guys off of Texas Avenue. Do not enter. I'm going to go the wrong way. They do have free Wi-Fi here as well. You can connect into your Facebook, your Twitter, Instagram accounts. But the reason why I want to show you this is look how close you are to this twister down here. And again, it is early in the morning, so nothing's going to be running right now. They're just out doing their testing. Twister goes down in the tunnel and it comes out right here. Morning. But everybody's literally 100 feet away from this roller coaster. And this is part of their water slides here. That goes down into the big pool down there. The pool's name is Crystal Pool. And up there, there's laundry, more showers, and more bathrooms. Kind of sits in the middle of everything. And one other reason why I wanted to bring you this way is because there is another access point into the park from this side, which is right here. And the park just keeps on going around and around that way. Again, like I said, we're not going to walk down every road. Just wanted to give you an idea of what the park looks like and what it has to offer. Now, the amusement park itself also has pavilions that you can rent out throughout the year to hold your parties. And they're all down here. The main parking lot is also down here for the main resort amusement park. And I got you in the sun. And this is another way where you can get a nice shot of the Pioneer Tram when it comes through. And that's another way into the park. But everybody, that'll be my my walkthrough for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to come camping at Knoebels, come on camping. But also, if you want to come to the amusement resort, it's free admission and it's free parking. You don't have to pay parking. You don't have to pay admission. You can come in here, come and go as you please. The only time you have to pay anything is when you want to buy your tickets for your rides. And when you want to buy food, that's it. And the stuff isn't that expensive at all. They're on the old ticket system. So you'll buy a book of tickets, and during the weekend they're $20 a book. And during the weekdays, what you notice, just during this time that I'm doing this filming, they're $18 for a full book. And 1 or 2 books for a full family will last you a full day here. So like some other parks, you have to pay $20 to park, and then you have to pay another $40 to $70 just to get the admission into the park. But that's one of the reasons why it's one of the top 10 parks and amusement parks in the United States. But I will see you guys again. Thank you for joining me on this little walk, and I'll see you guys down the line. Have a good day, guys.